Okay, so this is a 2018 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, and the customer went to a dealer. I'll show you the work order, and they said that the front axle was bad on the passenger side. So let me get a better angle on this, and then we can get in there and see, and I'll show you what to look for. Okay, so this right here is your universal joint on the axle that runs into the front differential. And basically, so I try to get the not trying to hit the camera, but so if you can hear that little knocking back and forth, there's a telltale sign something's up, the bearing or something's going. So get in here and see how I can, let me get it. See how you can hear that clanking? So that universal joint is starting to go. And if you look right up here, you get the camera in there a little bit better. Okay, so right back there, you can see movement. So this does actually have to be replaced. Maybe I'll give you more of an angle, and you can kind of see, it's kind of hard to get good focus, but hopefully you can see back there that that is moving. So that axle definitely needs to be replaced. And to give you a comparison, this is the driver's side. So moving that, you don't get any clunking. And if you go back and forth, you really don't get any clunking on this side. And again, there's no movement up at the top. So this universal joint is still in good shape, but again, recommendations is always to replace universal joints in pairs, just because they have the same amount of mileage on them. But again, just so there is no knocking. And then if you go back and forth with the wheel, you can, kind of hard to tell, but if you got stereo, you can tell that you are hearing that rattle from the other side, just to kind of give you an idea of that movement on there. But anyway, so this side is okay. Okay, so you can tell the outside of the rotor is starting to get that flaking rust. So in the great state of Pennsylvania, most inspection stations will fail you for that. And if you scrape along, you're starting to get some like channeling built up, meaning the brake pad is riding in a kind of like a channel, and that's bad because the brake pad can get hung up, and then you know, just cause a variety of different brake issues. Let me see if I can get in there. So kind of hard to see from this angle, but brake pads are getting decently low, so they definitely need to be replaced. So let's go to the back, and again, you get that rust build up on the rotor, more importantly on the edge. Down here you can kind of see some little bit of flaking going on, so that's usually when you start getting that kind of rust. Again, some inspection stations may pass you, they may not pass you. And then getting up in here, you can kind of see that back pad is hard to see focus, but that back pad is getting low as well, so that should probably be changed out, as well as you can see some buildup of rust on the pad itself. And you can tell how deep it is into that brake channel that you basically have. So those are definitely low and need to be replaced. Don't hear any real other issues going on brake wise. Bearings seem okay. Again, I'll go through with a two-hand method, but again, you can see how deep that brake channel is. So that pad is definitely worn down. So we'll have to get that taken care of, and that gives you some more, a little bit better of an angle of the rust on those rotors. So this definitely should be replaced. And then back up here on the front, again, hard to kind of see, but you can kind of tell how far down the brake channel that part of the brake actually is. So definitely, you know, time to replace those. And again, you can see the rust, and this is kind of real bad, the flaky. Let me get a better focus. the flakiness of that as well. So time to replace those rotors and those brake pads.